Snowmageddon? Maybe? Soda? Kinda? Well, not really. What's up, everybody? Justin here, and welcome back to the channel. Woo! We got some snow! Well, kinda, sorta. Like your boy next door, bragging about how big something's gonna be. You know, in the end, we're let down a little bit. So, yeah. But it was fun driving in it. I was actually up north when it started, and yeah, I had to trudge my way home. Climbing the Milwaukee. She is very slick, guys. Can't really goose it too much because I can feel the tires slipping on me, all four of them actually. So Milwaukee's a little slick. Good times. Only seen one plow truck so far. So yeah, this hasn't been plowed in a while, so. But all in all, it wasn't that bad. The big Duramax 1500 Chevy Silverado got me home. This truck's actually pretty heavy and handles the snow a lot better than I thought it was, so thumbs up to GM for that. So that's good to know. Got me home safe. So let's get into this week's report. Now, one thing in the past few weeks I've been getting asked about a lot was the Spillway. And then the last report, I only knew of one person that was on it. And the word was sketchy. This week, however, guys did get out there, but you've got to be careful. That ice thickness is all over the place. And with all the slush and rain and snow we got, there could be some problem areas because there is some current flow in that area. So if you're going to try the Spillway, you need to be cautious. Use a spud. Take your time. Have a buddy. Spread out. You don't want to be on top of each other until you know for sure that that area is safe. And pay attention as you're fishing, as conditions can potentially change. Now, over at the DNR launch, the Clinton River Spillway launch, aka Crocker, there is some guys out there fishing. You can make your way freely around Beacons Cove. Just don't hug that corner because of the active gas pocket that's there. I would be careful at these channel and marina entrances, though, with all of this new weight. They tend to have a little bit of flow to them. A lot of them, not all of them, but some of them do. And you can get yourself in some trouble at those entrances, so just be careful going in and out of the different marinas and canal systems. But there's a lot of weight on the ice, so if those areas that you've been to in there have been sketchy, they're probably still sketchy after all the weight that we just added onto that ice. So be cautious. Gonna be tough to see on the footage from the Clinton River Spillway. But when I get up to the day sail, you're gonna see some open water, and I'll tell you exactly how far out that is when I get up there. There are some guys fishing off the canals, a few guys fishing off of Geno's, and it looks like there's a little more traffic back behind the trailer park. If you're not familiar with that trailer park, you need to go back to old reports from 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago that I have on here talking about that area. You might be pleasantly surprised at what you can find once you locate those weed beds. Big sunnies, big perch, big crappie. You just got to work for them. Those weed beds move around every year, but once you locate one, you should be able to catch some fish there. And before I get on to the day sale, I need your guys' help. I decided to do a Q&A video. I posted on the community tab here on my YouTube channel and also on Instagram. And I've already gotten some really interesting questions from people that would like to know about me, about the channel, about what I do for a living, and so on and so forth. So if you got a question, go down below, leave it down in the comments, and you never know, I might pick yours to put in a Q&A video I might do these once a month or every so often. You know, guys are always curious. People don't always catch every video, so they're not always up to date on what's going on with me and why sometimes we get a little sporadic here on the channel. So leave me a comment down below, and you never know, I might just answer your question. Up here at the day sale, I'm gonna take you straight out to the most important thing I need to let you know, and it's about 1.25 miles, 1.5 miles out straight from the day sale ramp, and that is this open water in sketchy ice. Now you can see here in the footage where this line basically goes all the way towards 400 Club. So you're gonna be cut off from the mile roads if you're trying to get from Crocker and head south. You're not gonna get there that way at all. I do know some people have been fishing off of 9 and 10 mile, but they have access to those marinas down there. It's made it a little easier to get out there. But as you can see here, basically about 1.25 miles, 1.5 miles out in front of the entire day sale is open water. So basically for your safety, I wouldn't go past the heave alone, okay? The heave's gonna be a little harder to spot now that we have the snow cover, but if you're paying attention, you should be able to see it just fine. There was a few people out past it, but I'm not sure on the thickness out there. So if you're gonna venture out there, be careful. Here at the day sale though, handful of guys out there fishing. It's a pretty cold morning. I'm expected to be pretty busy this weekend. The name of the game is definitely sorting. Keep moving until you locate a better school and then set up camp. Because early and late, they're going to be really active and feeding, and that is prime time. If we can get some fronts or a warm up, it could be really good bite. I know historically Super Bowl weekend, which technically would have been this weekend, has been really good for yellow perch fishing off the day sale, and I myself have had really good luck out there. And at the end of this video, I'll actually link to that video for you guys to check out those Super Bowl Sunday perch. That was pretty dang good day. I was actually straight out from the beach and the swimming park there at the Metro Park to help you out a little bit there. Next, I stopped up at Harley Ensign boat launch, and you can see more of that line of open water that is basically seems to be hanging tough here out on the lake. Now, the one thing I will tell you, what's up, man? Postman. The one thing I will tell you is basically from the point of Harley going to the point of Metro, there's a lot of current and a lot of flow, so that water is going to keep moving, and I don't expect it to ever freeze up with the way this winter is shaping. So there's going to be some movement. There's going to be some sketchiness, so be cautious if you're fishing Candles Bay. Right off the point at Metro, there is open water, so if you wanted to cast for pike or muskie or bobber fish for perch, there is an opportunity out there, and you should be able to make it out a little bit between the day sale footage and the Harley footage where that is. It's a bit of a walk out to the point, but there is some open water if you wanted to long rod fish out there. Next up, I headed up to Harley Ensign. What am I talking about? Jesus! From Harley, I went up to the Salfridge boat ramp. Actually used the drone to film my little drive-by. Let's see if the gimbal works better than me holding it. Hopefully it's not as shaky for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you like me holding the drone and filming it, or freehanding the camera that I'm filming on right now. But as you can see, there's some guys working out towards the barracks. There's guys out towards Cotton Road, and there's guys straight out from Salfridge. From what I can make from Harley, from Salfridge, and from the other areas I'll be going to next here in the video, Anchor Bay for the most part is locked up very well at this point, and we should be able to make some more ice as long as temperatures get right. There might be a few snow drifts here and there out there, so if you're seeing loads of snow on the ice, that ice is old. If you're not really seeing snow on the ice and it's a big area, odds are it's fairly new, and all that slush sunk it and it refroze again, so be cautious in those areas out there. Now, I didn't stop at Brandenburg this time around, but there was about 4 shanties out in front of the pier there, which was nice to see. There was about 2 or 3 shanties off of Maryburg Park in New Baltimore. And then I proceeded to just keep on rolling all the way up to Fairhaven because I got out a little late today. So I'm trying to rush to get this out at a decent time for you guys. So I didn't shoot footage at those 2 locations. Fairhaven, decent amount of people out there. I did see one group of people way out off of Bayside, actually heading in towards New Baltimore. They were at least a mile and a half from where I parked and launched the drone. Few guys fishing inside the Raft Bay. I'm sure there's a few guys in the marinas and the cuts over there. Name of the game up there has been sorting still, just like the day sail, just like Anchor Bay. But if you sit in the right place, you're gonna have a good day. Just keep moving, keep searching, keep looking for them. Try some different lures, some different looks. These fishermen beat over the head with bead spoons. Maybe try a Kender's T-Rip, a clam silky on a tungsten. Totally different look. You can make it look like a wiggler with a small plastic on the backside of the silky. Trying to think of some other things. Simcoe bugs. Obviously, minnows are always good, and you can always chunk a spear at them, because if you can bring them in, you can spear them if they're not eating. So there's always that option. We're fortunate that here in Lake St. Clair, we are allowed to spear perch, which is, as far as I know, the only place in North America where it is legal and allowed and encouraged. So if you haven't bought a spear, head on to your local bait shops. I'm a big fan of the Perch Killer spear. On the higher end, but really fine tines do a great job without damaging a ton of meat on those perch. So maybe check those out at the local tackle stores. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this report, guys. I am getting back on the road for the day job, so gonna try to at least get one video out a week for you guys, and it'll probably be a nice report. I'm gonna shoot that Q&A video. I could shoot it while I'm in a hotel room any day this next week, so leave those comments down below. And as always, guys, tight lines, happy casting. We'll see you in the next video.